there lived a beautiful woman. She was kind, caring, and extremely fun-loving, destined to find the love of her life. She searched far and wide until one drunken night at the Beer Barrel. Familiar? Sound familiar? It's familiar. She stumbled across a man who she thought was oh so handsome. He had just finished a long day at work and was still dressed in his work clothes. He was stunned by her beauty and asked her if he could buy her a drink. She was flattered. She ordered her drinks. Again, the $86. Apparently one's for my cousin. The girls quickly shot back their tequilas and vodkas before turning to the man and saying, "Cheers, mate." Later that night, the beautiful woman decided she was ready for a change of scenery, so she took off to the next bar. I can't let her out of my sight, the man thought, so we followed her to the next bar, only to be told by the bouncer that his work attire was not acceptable and he could not enter. So we thought, I'll leave her a note on her car. So out comes the pen and paper, but by that time the bars were closing, and there she was, staggering out the door. He waited for her and offered to take her back to his house. It was love at first sight. The next morning, to the woman's horror, she had woken up in the man's mother's house and had to do the walk of shame, while her future mother-in-law and her friend sat at the dinner table right by the front door, having a coffee. The next few months were filled with more fun and drunken date nights for the two lovebirds. But suddenly, out of nowhere, the unimaginable happened. The woman was in a car crash and ended up being put into an induced coma with a less than 10% chance of living. Told if she survived, the chances she will walk and talk again were very slim. The man was beside himself and he made a promise to himself. "I will be there by her side, I will never leave her," he exclaimed. And that's exactly what he did. From that moment, the man turned into a king and realised he had found his queen. Little did anyone know the woman was going to live to do great things, and that's why you are all here today.
Jose and I have known each other for what seems like a lifetime. We've shared so many special memories, and today is another magical day to add to our collection of sweet memories. I couldn't ask a more loyal, kind-hearted, funny best friend, a true partner in crime.
How to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall, but watching you stand.
Mr. Carlos, since the first time I met you, I knew you were good for our Jose. The way you looked after her and treated her shows me you truly did, love her. It warms my heart knowing that she has found her soulmate, someone as strong, kind and devoted as you, Carlos.
Jose and Carlos both know they've found their person. The one who completes them, the one that they can share anything and everything with. The good times, the bad, the laughter, the tears. They both recognise that they are more complete with the other and that their lives are definitely better together. Today is their opportunity to declare to the world that they love one another, not that we don't know it, and they would like to spend the rest of their days together as husband and wife.
She is, I will be brave, I will not let it.
Welcome, family, friends and loved ones. We have gathered here today at this wonderful venue, Roseburn Park, to celebrate the marriage of Jose and Carlos. I cannot think of a more fitting venue to share the formal commitment they make to one another, and they are glad you're here to support them, as you are the people most important to them.
I do.
Every day waiting for you, darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years.
We now come to the exchanging of rings. These rings are precious because you wear them with love. They symbolise your commitment to marriage and one another. They remind you of who you are, where you've been, where you're going, and that you've chosen to go on this journey together.
I have loved you for 1,000
Jose, I give you this ring as a token of my love. As it circles your finger, may it remind you that my love is never ending and you will always be surrounded by my love.
Carlos, I give you this ring as a token of my love. As it circles your finger, may it remind you that my love is never ending and you will always be surrounded by my love.
One step.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is with great pleasure that I now pronounce you husband and wife. Carlos, you may kiss your bride.
Time stands still, beauty in ocean.
Let's hear it, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time, Carlos and Jose Weatherhead. Let's party!
Of me, every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you, darling. Don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000
Jose means everything to Carlos. She has been his everything since she caught his eye that night at the Beer Barrel, and he had to take out a personal loan to buy her the drinks. But she's been worth every penny. Carlos loves how straight up Jose is. She'll stick up for people that can't stick up for themselves. She'll tell it like it is, and she clearly knows what she wants. Today, Carlos, that's you and your name. He loves her competitiveness, her laughs, her fondness of a beer at a random pub. Basically, Carlos has found his perfect match. He's pretty stoked about how much Jose loves him because he loves her equally, and they just get each other.
waiting for you, darling. Don't be afraid.
Jose tells me that Carlos is serious, which I'm not sure I really believe, but compared to Jose, maybe he is the serious one. He really is her knight in shining armour. Well, today he's in his pretty slick black suit, but he's a perfectionist, which makes sense because today he's chosen his perfect bride.
Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000.
My king.
My queen.
Carlos and Jose, I want to wish you both the best of luck. I love you both and I'm sorry I can't be there, but please all raise a glass to Mr. and Mrs. Weatherhead, the magic tequila shot, and a happily ever after.
I love you, my queen.
I love you too, my king.